Hi, this is Ed Harrow reporting on the last meeting of the Open Space Preservation Commission. We had a lovely meeting, and when I look aside, it's because I'm checking out my agenda so I know what I'm talking about. The first thing on our agenda was the usual Whitehall Conservation Area. It's time for another bittersweet mowing, and sometime hopefully within the next 2 weeks that will get done. We voted back in the spring money to do this 3 times, and the question will be whether the 3rd time is the final time or whether we need to get some more money together for that. The other thing with Whitehall was that some time ago I inquired from Friends of Whitehall and from Peter Joe Regan of Regan Tree, whether the maple tree needed another dose of wood chips to help protect its roots and the ground around it, because people park there. And Joe Regan delivered his opinion by dumping a load of chips. And Peter Regan of Friends of Whitehall worked to get the chips spread around. And the only fly in the ointment was that this time a skid steer was involved, and the skid steer couldn't get through the closed gate because nobody involved at that point who was there knew the combination to the gate. So it made for some awkwardness that hopefully won't reoccur. We have set up a tentative, date uncertain walk of the open space property that has been given to the town and the town given by town meeting vote to open space, the open space portion of Turkey Ridge. And at this point, we're just waiting for all of the members of open space to kind of check the boxes to when they're available to do it. And Sean has granted permission and would like to accompany us, Sean being the developer of Turkey Ridge. We talked some about our website that we want to get together. The various members of the commission have looked at websites for open space committees and commissions from surrounding towns, and we put together a big collection of that to share and to look at. And we have some hoped assistance from the people who put together the sustainable website, and because we're seemingly not getting any progress anywhere else, this is what we're hoping is going to do the job. We talked very briefly about polyarts and having a table there. We have done this in past years, and just bringing that up to the attention of the commissioners that we ought to have a presence there. And we reappointed Steve Lewandowski to be the CPC representative from Open Space. He's done an admirable job, and we celebrated his promotion to full professor at Holy Cross, which is a big deal. And we had a lovely time. And I brought my Irish soda bread, which a fair amount of it disappeared. We did not have cake this time. I couldn't get my act together to do that. We had a lengthy discussion about the properties that open space has come to possess. I guess I'll use that term. Some because it's been purchased from the owner, like Cameron Woods, for instance, or the Whitehall Conservation Area, and others because they were part of an open space subdivision, and the properties ended up under our bailiwick. And we would like to learn from this process. And the only way you learn from these processes is to have records of what transpired and who did what and so forth. And the same holds true for properties that we have attempted to acquire, but for one reason or another have missed the boat. So we would like to put together files for each of our properties, and for the properties we've hoped to get but haven't, and see what we can learn from all of that. And we look upon this as being a significant project to get all this stuff together. We learned that CPC has a new grant process, and Shannon has shared that with us. Shannon being Shannon Soares, our admin person and major domo and the navigator that keeps this group operational. And the last thing we talked about was the fact that CPC applications, the deadline is the 12th of October. So if we want to get any money from CPC, we need to figure that out pretty soon and get the applications in. And so that was it. As always, if you have questions, thoughts, want to know, please feel free to give me a call. I'm in the phone book, and it's the old-fashioned way, but it works. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.